Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Gap Mastermind, where we talk about growth, action, and productivity. Today, we have an exciting mastermind together with my favorite partner. He's been an amazing friend for many years, helped us to publish our first book, and has done so much in his 20s. And yesterday was his birthday. So we want to wish him a happy birthday. If you can light up the chat and just wish our special guest speaker, Nick Krem, a happy birthday. He is now 30 years old. And I feel like you have done so much in just your 20s. And so I'm excited about what this next decade will bring us. He has been a top producer, where'd that come from? An amazing coach, and has literally built his business teaching over, he said 800 people, but I think there's been way more than that, because you've been like leading and coaching for so long. But he now leads the Krem Institute of AI, and certifying real estate agents in AI. So please welcome, everyone, our amazing special guest, Nick Krem. Nick, how are you?
Oh,
Welcome.
I'm awesome. Thanks for that great intro. Thank you, Becca. And I was thinking about that the other day about just how much just getting to know and around the global alliance has impacted me in my throughout my 20s and growing my business, and how much it's truly helped just the relationships. As I see my man Vincent Koo hopping on, I see, I think some other people, Andre Barrett. I don't know if that's Andre. I think that might be his wife, if I'm guessing. Or who is? I see other people on here, just the people that I've met, like even moving to Florida through the Global Alliance. It's been an amazing time. Caleb, what's going on, man? Good to see you on here. And just everybody here, and just seeing what we're going to be doing next. Jari, I know you too. What's up, my man? Just what we're going to be doing next. And, I think that's a good intro, especially for what we're going to be talking about today. I believe a lot of people on this call are going to be able to make history with what we're about to teach you with this AI trick, right? But even just talking about artificial intelligence, I got like 4 slides to give ourselves. You already kind of got the brief intro, so I won't go through all that, but there are some couple things before we start jumping into exactly what we're going to cover today. Just going over AI for real estate agents, right? My goal and what we created the Krem Institute for is to help real estate agents make the transition into AI. Right? To help real estate agents make the transition into an AI powered business, because we believe within the next 5 years, if you're not using AI, you'll be out of the business. I'm sure you guys have heard it before, where it's like there'll be 2 types of agents: those who use AI and those who are out of the business. This is where we are heading to. And just to kind of put it at a grand scale here, look, family, the kids being born now will not know what a search engine is. Let's really think about that. The kids being born now will not know what a search engine is. That, like, to them, that will be the phone that's on a hook that we used to have in homes. And like kids today don't even know what the heck that is, right? They won't even know what Googling something really even means. It's all going to be artificial intelligence. The obvious reason we're here, you guys have been hearing about AI, you want to understand it more. The glaring reality that no one's really telling you is you have no future in real estate without learning AI. You got to learn it. To be a part of this new world, you got to start learning AI. That's why we did start the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence. What we do is we help real estate agents make the transition into running an AI-powered business. And yes, it is myself and my brother. We've been running our business for the last 6 years now. And now we've been really focusing on helping real estate agents learn AI. Just a couple key things that I think I want to help you guys wrap your head around. The first is how you look at a place like ChatGPT. Because, family, it is not just another tool. You got to start looking at ChatGPT as your lifelong employee. This is the perfect employee you guys have all been dreaming of. You just didn't know what it would look like, right? Let's take a look at it. It works 24/7. It remembers everything that you tell it. How many people here have hired someone before, trained them, and then 2 weeks later, they're doing something completely different than what you trained them to do? You're like, what the heck? I just trained you how to do this, right? ChatGPT doesn't work that way. You can train it to do something. It continues to do it over and over and over for you. And then also, if we're talking about depth of vision on this too, My brother and I was pumped about this. We got accepted into this group. There's 150 CEOs around the world that are in this group, and they talk about artificial intelligence, longevity, which is extended human life, and robotics. There are CEOs from some of the companies that you're seeing produce some of these androids in this group. And she was talking about it, and there was this android that hosted her dinner party for her, like let people in, talk to them, etc. And one second, I got to hit save. All right. So why do I say it's your lifelong employee? Well, because a lot of these tools and things that you're going to start seeing come out that are powered by AI will be powered by Chat GPT. Has anybody here got the new Apple phone with Apple Intelligence built into it? Guess what's that's run off of? Yeah, my man Caleb did. Yep. Guess that's run off of Chat GPT. So understanding that Chat GPT is your employee and the prompts and the language that you speak to it, family, this is like a brand new language getting introduced to the world. How we can communicate with artificial intelligence will determine how well your business will continue to run. It's a new employee. So just start looking at it from an employee mindset and not just another tool. 2, it's a lifelong skill that we're going to be showing you guys, right? It's a lifelong skill, how you communicate with it, how you work with it. 3, the tools are only as good as you train them to be. Yes, you do have to provide training to them. And actually today, I'm going to show you how you can train with Chat GPT for the first time ever. 4, go deep, not wide. You don't need 1,000 AI tools to change your life, right? How many people here have seen more AI tools come out in the last couple of years than almost anything you've seen before? And everyone's going to change your life. That's BS. You only need a couple, and ChatGPT is one of them. And 5, it's about business efficiency and growth. So what I'm going to be talking about today is, and yes, I did say, I'm like, man, what's a good title I can make with this? And the reality is, I do want agents on this to make history. I want some team leaders on here to make freaking history, because I truly believe after I didn't really know what we had when I first did a training on this. And then I did the training live. We had a good amount of agents on this call, and I brought on a role play and a lead gen expert to talk about this. And he started going through this. And then after the call, we looked at each other like, holy shit, real estate team training will never look the same because of this new update. It's going to completely change the landscape on it. It's going to help agents, I think, produce a lot more, become better skilled, better fine-tuned. And no, I'm not going to be talking about the Elon Musk androids. I'm sure you guys saw those last week. Because the reality of it is this, as cool as it is, right? It was the Wii robots, and they showed the robo-taxis. They showed the humanoid robots that were out there. Those are really cool, but just to let you guys know about where we're really at with everything, those were powered by humans with a remote control. They were showing you what it would look like, right? But it wasn't like those robots were really AI autonomous. They were powered by humans, and their voices were humans as well. So just to kind of let you guys know where we're at with everything, those aren't getting rolled out in the country. They're predicting they might make a debut at the end of next year. And if you guys know anything about technology, predicting might make it next year, that is at least 4 or 5 years down the line, if that happens, right? Same thing with the internet when they were predicting all of these things happening. So I just want to kind of keep this within a box with everybody here. The fact of where we're really at right now with artificial intelligence. But there were some really exciting things that happened about 3 weeks ago that not as many people. Shoe Chains pre-ordered one. I'm sure he did. I saw him. He was talking to one back and forth, and he was so enamored by it, he had to have one. See, but that's a great thing about being a damn good marketer, which I don't think anybody here can argue with this. Elon Musk is a damn good marketer, right? How much money do you think he just raised with that little show he put on, right? But I want to bring it back to what we're going to be talking about here, because something 3 weeks ago did happen. So just to kind of put this in perspective, if you guys have been following Chat GPT at all, early on, Sam Altman was removed as CEO, and that was a big deal, right? And then they brought him back. Well, he was removed because they said he was moving too fast. And one of his projects was moving too fast. But then they brought him back, and all they did was rename his project. And now he's back. And it was actually released 3 weeks ago. Because it's not as sexy as an AI robot, it didn't get as much news. But to me, it's really exciting. So what they launched is something Project Strawberry. Project Strawberry. So now we're into level 2 of autonomous AI. So what that means now is AI, your Chat GPT, can now think. So but thinks based off the information you give it before responding, which is pretty insane because it's more so it has the information you give it and then it runs probabilities and gives you an answer, which is pretty insane because if you think about it, ChatGPT can now see because you can upload things to it. It can read and learn, and now it can think. So to me, that is really exciting. So then we started doing some new tests with it. And then what we realized as well is they came out with a feature called advanced speech. Has anybody here used advanced speech yet and talked to ChatGPT back and forth? This is going to blow your freaking minds. And when we show you what you can do with it for your business, it's going to be exciting. All right. So let's jump into this. So advanced speech, what this is, it's something that is brand new. It rolled out 3 weeks ago. It's only available for Plus users. So there's a couple things that people on here will want to do before jumping into it. First is you need to get ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month. It will be the best $20 a month that you spend on your business. I've been saying that for a while. I stand by it on 10 toes today because it is the absolute truth. You need ChatGPT Plus. But in order to use this new feature, you do need it. Second thing you need to do is you need to download the ChatGPT app on your phone. This new advanced speech only works on your phone, not your computer. Okay? So you need ChatGPT on your phone. And just to be clear, when you go to the app store on your phone, you're going to see a lot of apps. You put in ChatGPT, you'll see Chat On. You'll see GPT Plus. It is none of those. The app only says ChatGPT. Just to be clear, because I had other people download the wrong app. Because you know how app makers are. They make 50 apps that look just like ChatGPT to get you to download theirs. Only download the one that says ChatGPT, and that's it. And then step 3 is you want ChatGPT, right? My Collier seems ChatGPT. All right. So then next, what you want to do is you want to log into your ChatGPT in order to have your experience and to get your ChatGPT to start understanding who you are, which will make what I'm about to show you make a lot more sense. What you want to do is you want to update your custom instructions on ChatGPT, your custom instructions. What this basically does is it gives you a baseline fundamental place for your ChatGPT to start thinking and interacting with you. Let's look at it like this. If your ChatGPT was an employee, which I advise all of us to think about it this way, you would want your employee to know you're in real estate, right? You would want it to know how long you're in real estate, who you're like, all of these different things about yourself. So what you want to do is in the top right, yours might be in the bottom left. They're kind of playing with 2 different formats of this, right? So in the top right, you're going to see customize ChatGPT. And once you click on this, this will open up. And then this, essentially, what do you want ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses? This is where you put, I would suggest you put your bio. Copy and paste your bio. It's pretty much the best thing that you can do. So this is where I put my bio. The next part about this, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? And then I cover some different things, respond in a business casual manner, short and punchy. That you can give tips. So like, what are tips? Shows you how to do this. But this is how you want ChatGPT to respond. So before you do this really cool thing I'm about to show you, right? You want to make sure that it knows who you are. Again, if you had an employee, if you got a stranger off the street, you don't just sit them down and tell them to start to work. You got to tell them about who you are, like these different things. So you come in here. So once you have your custom instructions done in ChatGPT, now I'm going to start to show you how to use your advanced voice. So I'll bring this up and do it in slideshow so you can see it big. So this is how you set up advanced voice with ChatGPT. So once you open up the app on your phone, you open up ChatGPT, make sure you're logged into your account. You have ChatGPT Plus. Your custom instructions are up. You're going to see a little like this button right here, actually. All right, here. The red arrow's pointing to it. You click that button, and then it's going to say hello to advanced voice mode. You click continue, and then it's going to have you select a voice. And that voice is essentially, you're giving ChatGPT voice. All right. So at this point, you have ChatGPT Plus, you have it on your phone, you did your custom instructions, and then you came over here and you clicked advanced voice. So why is this really important? Well, because now ChatGPT can speak within seconds. It can think based on the custom instructions, and not just custom instructions, all the information. If you've been using ChatGPT, it goes through all the information, the questions, the prompts, and things you've been asking it, information you've been feeding it. Before I show you advanced voice, there's one more feature I do want you guys to know and understand, because again, as ChatGPT being your employee, start thinking about it as an employee. Like I said, this will all change. They added another feature, and it is called the memory feature. The memory feature. So inside of here, you go to your settings, you will notice your memory feature will be on. What you can start doing is telling ChatGPT to save things to memory. Start saving things to memory. You will see them inside of my memory. I don't want to do that. I got to delete some of these. But it has things about me, what I'm trying to do. It even has how I want my emails written, where to use the PS, never use an intro, and different things along those lines. But it starts to understand things about my company and what we do. So that way, again, thinking about this as an employee, as it responds, it goes through its memory to give responses. So now that I got you guys all excited for this, I'm going to show you guys why I got really excited about this new feature. So first, let's just talk to it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click this button, and you're going to see it pop up. And once it goes blue, now it's ready. Hey, what's going on, Kelsey? How you doing today? I named her Kelsey.
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks. What's on your mind today?
Hey, so what I want to do is I want to impress this Zoom call here today. I have a lot of great agents from all over the country on here who want to learn more about how to use you, and I'm going to show them how to do it for real estate. Does that sound good?
That sounds fantastic. Real estate agents will definitely be benefiting from learning how to integrate AI into their business. Do you have a specific area of AI in real estate you're focusing on for this call?
Yeah.
Maybe something like lead gen. Great. What topic are you thinking of diving into? I can help you brainstorm some key points or examples to really wow your audience.
Yeah, we could do that, but here's what I want to do, especially for having a background as a caller in real estate. That's how I got started. I realized the value of role playing. So here's what I want to do. Let's role play. You act as an expired lead that had your home on the market for 6 months with no offers, and now you're pissed off. Does that sound good?
Absolutely. Let's dive in. I'll be an expired lead, frustrated from my house sitting on the market for 6 months with no offers. Go ahead and give me a call.
And guys, I might be a little rusty, so yeah, hi. I'm calling for the owner of 123 Main Street. Is that you?
Yeah, this is Alex. I owned the property.
Yeah, hi, Alex. I saw your home recently expired, and I can't figure out why. It looks absolutely beautiful. Can you kind of fill me in on that?
Well, it's been languishing on the market for 6 months. Had some interest initially, but no offers. I'm beyond frustrated with the whole process.
Well, okay. So, all right. So here's what we can do. With this, we can also tell it. So, Kelsey, why don't we do this? Let's start over, be more frustrated, and start throwing objections at me right away. Does that sound good to you?
Sure thing. Let's turn up the heat. I'm ready when you are.
All right. So, hi, I'm calling for the owner of 123 Main Street. Is this you?
Yeah, this is Alex. What do you want?
Yeah, hi, Alex. Yeah, hi, Alex. I saw that your home just recently expired, and I just can't figure out why. Can you kind of fill me in on that?
Look, I'm fed up. My previous agent barely communicated, and I had to chase them for updates. The whole process was a nightmare, and I'm not looking to go through that again.
No, I completely understand that. If you had to chase the agent around for updates, that would be frustrating. But I mean, what was the original reason you wanted to sell your home?
I wanted to downsize and move closer to my family, but now I'm stuck with a house that won't sell. It's just been one big headache.
All right. Thank you, Kelsey. So, with that being said, every agent now will have a 24/7 role play partner that is good to go with them on the spot. What I did, I'm going to share this with you guys here here as well. So I can copy this link. I'm going to go ahead and put it back here in the chat. Just put it here in the chat. So what I did is I went together and put together 13 different role play scenarios coming from expired lead, first-time home buyer, for sale by owner, investor lead, luxury home buyer. And then we even went down, ChatGPT can role play buyers concerned about commission costs, buyers uncertain about the market stability, about agent representation in itself. And you can literally come into ChatGPT and start role playing these scenarios. You can ask ChatGPT, hey, when we do this, let's see, will it eventually let you convert her? Well, yes, Misty. Great question. So ChatGPT will eventually let you convert her. Her, him, mine is a her, so it's Kelsey, right? But it will let you convert her. And you can keep going back. After you're done, you can ask ChatGPT, hey, ChatGPT, what are the areas that you think I can use improvement on in my objection handling? And it will write out the different ways you can go improvement. You can ask ChatGPT, hey, give me the top 10 objections for expired leads and let's role play them. And it will role play with you. And a really great part too is it gives you your entire transcription after you are done. So then you can go back and go through the transcription. So you can not only have ChatGPT role play all these scenarios with you, it can also turn into your coach and start giving you a better objection handlers, telling you how you can do things better, and literally do it 24/7. So then I started experimenting with this even more. So if you are not even a pro, if you just know how to utilize this, here's what you guys can do. You can upload all the information on your team, on your brokerage, and then tell it, save to memory, right? So for example, now ChatGPT knows that, well, we created the AI certified agent. We know these different things. So then I can come into here and do something like I say, reverse role playing. Hey, ChatGPT, this time you act as an AI certified agent and I'll be an expired lead. Showcase how you can convert me as an expired lead. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect. Let's do it. I'll be the AI certified agent. Ring, ring. Hi, is this expired lead? I'm calling about your property at 123 Main Street. Is now a good time to talk?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good time, but my home just expired. I mean, what do you do differently?
I understand your frustration. As an AI certified agent, I use advanced AI tools to maximize your property's visibility online. This means more eyes on your home, leading to faster sales and better offers. Let me show you how we can turn things around for you. How does that sound?
Thank you. So what you can do is, let's say you're struggling to find your value prop. Like, how do you articulate your value proposition and what you're doing? Upload your information on who you are, what you do differently, your team's value proposition into ChatGPT, and then say save to memory. I'll show you guys that just how simple what I'm doing is. You come into here and say, well, let's see. Geez, now I'm drawing a blank in all the different things. I could literally just do this. Copy this, be like, here are some role play scenarios I like, save to memory. And it comes into here and you literally just tell it to save to memory and watch this. It's going to come up here. Eventually, memory updated. So then it shows you the memory that's updated. So this is how you start building your ChatGPT. If you have specific things you want it to know about you, about your company. But the reason I really wanted to share this with you guys, the Global Alliance group here, is because I believe this is a huge update in how you can train agents. For the hungry agents, right? Not the ones that you have to beg them to role play and do all these things. For the hungry agents, for the people, heck, for all of us. I started using it to role play my products, my services, right? Because no one here is above really role playing. Like, you want to talk about how to use this for agent attraction. Upload everything that you have into your guys' group, the model itself, and start role playing eXp Realty. Start calling agents. I believe this is going to be the future of training. Being able to do it 24/7, role play with a partner, go over objections, go over scripts, And now all the agents, again, this is just for the hungry agents. It's the people who actually want to get better, not the ones you got to beg to do all these different role play scenarios. So I want to come on here today and share this with you guys because I believe, like I said, this is the future of training and how people will be utilizing the tool just like Chat GPT. This is what I got for you today. I want to open it up because I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys might have questions, best practices, how to use this. And I just want to share this Google Sheet link again because I put together 13 different role play scenarios. All you have to do is literally say this to your Chat GPT and you're off to role playing.
Nick,
Before Vince, I think, is about to jump in and ask you a question, I just want to say a comment. And it just came to me that this actually is a fill in the blank now. It's not just us anymore. I heard a guy say, he said that AI is not going to replace real estate agents, right? And that can just be industry, whatever industry you are. It'll just replace those agents that don't use AI, right? So, like, either you're going to use AI or you're going to be out of the game. I'm just going to say my comment before I let Vince jump in here is, dude, you continue to wow me with, pushing the industry and pushing mindshare, right? And thank you for sharing for you might have been exceptionally boring and basic things, but was amazing just to sit back. And it's not surprising we have so many leaders that are on this call, listening to this because, we're like it, adopt or die, right? Well, that's really kind of what it comes down to these days. So thanks for sharing with us some basic stuff in there. I'm on your website right now. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no,
awesome.
appreciate
Thank
you.
Nick, thank you for always keeping us ahead of the curve and ahead of the next a big thing, right? So you really poured a lot into us today, and we do have some people with some questions. Caleb's got his hand raised, so I'm just gonna let him unmute his mic and jump in and ask direct.
Alrighty. So when you're saving the memory, does that save it through all of the chats or does it necessarily keep it per?
Yeah, great question. So what he's asking for the people out here who haven't used Chat GPT as much as I believe you have, Caleb, here, because it sounds like you have a good amount. So like before memory, what would happen is this. In Chat GPT, anything that I would write here, let's see, I've been using it for personal uses too. Anything I would write here would just be inside of this prompt chain is what they call it, right? So anything only here would be saved to this chain, not my entire Chat GPT. But now with the memory feature, it is saved throughout. Yes, like Mike said here, it's like its brain. It is literally like its memory. Like I said, family, start thinking about ChatGPT as your employee, and I promise you all of this will start changing and start clicking because the memory feature is literally like your employee's memory. I mean, how much more ideal is it that your employee's memory, you can literally say, remember this, and it remembers it forever, or delete this from your memory, and it deletes it forever. It is the perfect employee. So yeah, that's a great question here, Caleb, is going through it. Yes, the memory feature is throughout the entire platform. And that is what it recalls when it does communicate with you during the advanced speech. Because now it thinks, which means it doesn't just do ones and zeros and computes and gets you an answer based on information. It runs probabilities and most likely situations, and now it can communicate with you in that sense as well. So that's a great question. Memory feature is like the brain, thank you, Michael, in the entire employee that you have for ChatGPT.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it, man.
All right, we have a
program for our Oh, sorry, go ahead, Vincent.
Yes, you could read it. Misty's question, you had it.
Do you have a training program for our VAs? Not available to the public yet. We are going public with it in a month or so. We're just doing some beta testing and things on the back end, which maybe we'll get you in a beta program for this. But yes, we will be rolling that out since you guys are on this call. Let you guys know that too. I'm calling it the future of the workforce. We're rolling out the AI certified admin who can literally do all this for people, create videos, create content, write scripts, create SOPs. It's a really exciting program that we're working on because I do believe it's a future of the workforce. I mean, I'm sure everybody here remembers must be proficient in Microsoft Office. And that was like the big thing that everyone had to do. Well, the future is going to be must be proficient in artificial intelligence. And I think we're going to be some of the first people to roll that out. But right now, no. But we do have a bunch of free training that we give that they can start learning from as well.
Nick, how up to date is the data now with ChatGPT?
Still October 2023. So that is like the data. That's why you like don't go to data for ChatGPT. There's a place like Perplexity. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Perplexity that does have up-to-date information. But here, before we start like talking about all the large language models, because we get to talk about Gemini and all these different ones that are slightly better in these areas, here would be my advice. And I feel very strongly about this advice too, which is why I'm going to share it. Only use ChatGPT, family. This, like, if you have to explain something that it's like ChatGPT, then just use ChatGPT, right? It's like Lyft and Uber. Lyft will never overtake Uber. It's like other cloud-based companies that are trying to compete with what EXP is. They won't ever overtake it. They might like do this or that, but there's a reason why they innovated their first and they disrupted everything. ChatGPT is your lifelong employee. It's being built into freaking refrigerators. It's being built into so many of our tools and what we will use. So the more you use ChatGPT and ask it questions, you're building your employee that will be integrated into damn near everything in your everyday life. So although it does not have up-to-date data right now, I still highly recommend don't start searching for the different ones like Perplexity. If you want data and you just want data at the moment, I would use Perplexity, right? But don't start using all these other places that are molds of ChatGPT, which have like several large language models. It's enticing because they might have something a little better, but then ChatGPT just drops more and more and more and more and more and more and more stuff. So that is why I know that you will see things out there that say it's like ChatGPT, but it can do this, this, and this. Stay here. Stay with it. Apple Intelligence is run off of ChatGPT. A lot of the Androids that you're starting to see that they're building is largely ran off of this. It's the leader. Stick with it. Yeah, great point there, Vincent.
Any other questions for Nick as we have him here?
I've got a question. Hey, Nick.
Go for it.
All right. So I heard you mention in another mastermind that it's also not private. So how much information can we share? Is there a way to protect that? Is the my GPTs more private? Like,
no. All right. That is a great point. Do not upload any of your clients' information into ChatGPT. Do not do it. The industry had one lawsuit. Do not make it another one served up on a silver platter, right? Do not upload any of your clients' information, anything that shouldn't be public, because ChatGPT is a public server. Now, there are different GPTs, which we're going to be going public with this one company. It's a private GPT that is RESPA compliant, that you can upload all of your documents into it, built just for the real estate industry, and then communicate your offers with it. Hey, pull this, and this dates for me on these contracts, and it pulls it all for you. So like ChatGPT is not private. I repeat, it is not private. Do not upload all your information. What about the plugins that are connected to CRMs? Any privacy concerns there? Absolutely. Well, again, if the simplest way to put it, it's like if you upload something to ChatGPT or have it communicate, even with the chatbot back and forth, that's like communicating with the internet and posting your stuff on the internet. It's under the same sense. Just don't do it. And I will say this too. I know there are places that people, there are places that people want you to start using the AI caller, right? Has anybody seen that? Because especially now when you see this, like, oh, they can talk. Look, family, do you want to put your license on the line because because you don't want to make calls? That's my question for you, because that's what you're doing, right? Like they'll say whatever they want to over the phone, and it's as much as you want to train them to do the right thing. I do not recommend anybody here does that. There are things that it might sound cool because it gets you out doing some work there. But don't replace the human connection with AI. I believe AI is here to enhance the human connection, to get you away from behind a computer and do things faster, to go talk to people more. Don't replace talking to people. So I just wanted to make that note here, since you were talking about CRM.
So Nick, you were talking about,
And yes,
I guess how we could use this to help train our teams and train ourselves to be better producers, and role playing. I see that. That's fantastic. I think we're all gonna start using that. But what other ways can we use AI and ChatGPT to help us get better at this craft?
Are you talking about role playing specifically, or just like as a team?
I'm talking about as a team in general in real estate.
Yeah. So this is a tool that I think every team in the country should be using as well. It's a tool called Scribe. Is anybody here familiar with Scribe? So Scribe, here is essentially, maybe I can look up a quick YouTube video how to use Scribe, just to show you guys how simple it is. Scribe AI. Or I can explain it here too. A minute 54. All right. So it's a minute 54, but I'll just explain it to you guys here. Scribe, what it does is it helps create SOPs for your business, right? So here's how it works. It's a plugin on your computer that you just hit record. And then it records your screen, the clicks and the movements that you do. So that way, all you have to do is literally do something on your computer. It records the video, but then it gives a step-by-step SOP of where you clicked, where you went, the websites you went to. So now you literally just have to do things once, right? Like you have a VA and you want to tell them how to do something. You got to go on a Zoom, show them how to do it. They get the recording, but then a week later, they ask you how to fucking do it. Sorry, how to do it again. And I've had a lot of VAs, so it's a little passion. Then to do it again and again and again. And all of a sudden, you're spending all this time. And then you're probably thinking, I could have just done it at this point, right? Now with Scribe, you can record it. It literally creates a step-by-step SOP, and then you give that to them. And now for anybody that comes through there, they can watch the video, but it's also first go here, then do this, 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 and this. So now you like your entire business can now be systematized with different things that you are doing. So that's, I know it's not Chat GPT, but that one to me is huge time saver. And now you like your entire business can be SOP oriented. So now you bring on a new hire, you just give them the vault of SOPs. And like, if you need to learn how to do something, go here. That's one of the game changers.
Yep. Who else has a question for Nick?
And I'll throw this out here too, family. If you guys have teams and you want to get them role playing on this and bring me onto Zoom, reach out to me. I'll throw my email in here. I'll come on and do almost the exact same training. I'll come on to your team, show people how to role play, show them how to use it to answer questions they might have as well. My goal and our mission as a company is to help real estate agents make the transition into an AI-powered business, because I believe in the real estate industry. I love the people that I work with, and I want to help all the other agents they work with as well make that transition, because believe me, family, you need to make it. There is not a future that exists that you don't have to learn AI. Period. There's not one that exists that you don't have to learn how to communicate with this. They're already starting to see the robo-taxis that are coming up. This is not future. It's happening now in places like California and places like Phoenix and others as well. There are places that have AI doctors where you can go in and start communicating with them back and forth. There is not a future that exists without you learning this shit, guys. So my mission is to help real estate agents make that transition. If you have a team or if you have agents that you want to learn how to role play and use this, hop in my email. I'll be happy to help you guys out. And that is, just so you guys know, just because I love the Global Alliance, that is not an offer to the public. That is because you are here and within this group.
I love that so much golden nuggets here to help build our business. What are your thoughts on like, hey, Jen, I've heard you talk about them before as well, where you can create a avatar of yourself and using that. How do we best use that?
Yeah, great question. So like what she's talking about, family, is something called HeyGen, HEYGEN.com. And you can literally create a video duplicate of yourself. Looks like you, sounds like you. It can even walk like you, right? Walk and talk and do a video like you. So here's what I really recommend with this. If you use this tool, I'll show you the best case of how to use it here. Don't use it and then tell people it's you, right? Like, It's not that good. And then to me, it's a little deceitful, right? If you use it, be like, hey guys, this is my AI avatar, Krem 2.0, giving you an update. And people will watch it because it's AI. Be like, holy shit, that's not you. And they'll be even more amazed that it's not. Don't use it to try and deceive people on that front. But what I will say is this. One of my favorite use cases on this, there's a couple different ones. If you have training videos that you need translated into a bunch of different languages, it can translate videos into a bunch of different languages. Let me make sure my sound is shared. So here we go. This is me speaking, I think, Vietnamese, just to show people.
Tôi si Huang Dan Ban Kach Sudung AE. Joy Voy Huat Jongkin Duan But Jong San Kuaban. My name is Nick Krem. Nice to meet you.
That's kind of cool. It translates to a bunch of different languages. Here is the big way that we've been using it. And then we've been showing agents how to use it as well. Because they have something called a personalized video. So anytime somebody signs up one of my product services, my online offerings, a coaching platform, or what have you, or as an agent, anytime a lead signs up on your website, we all talk about speed to lead, right? So inside of here, let's see, 520. So when somebody signs up for one of our tools called My Listing Buddy, they get one of these.
Hey, Joel Garcia, congratulations.
Hey, Joel Garcia, congratulations on getting My Listing Buddy. Delayed, guys. That's like 3 seconds delayed from what's happening to now. It's not like that on the video, but your personal listing assistant on every listing, every time. Be on the lookout for more training videos. So why do I think this is the best way to use it? Because we all know speed to lead is important, right? And we all know making ourselves different is important, right? So what this does is we also get a landing page. Let me see if I can see the landing page. It's a small landing page, but it's like every time somebody signs up for My Listing Buddy, they get a personalized video from me. So it says their name on it. It's like, hey, Joel, I saw you sign up on our website and you are looking at 123 Main Street. If you do have more questions, we have things available that aren't available online. Schedule a call with me right here below. Look forward to talking to you, Joel. So now every lead that comes to your website can get a personalized video from you within like 5 minutes. So that way they come back to it, they watch it. You're going to stand out because there is no one on the planet that can do that without AI, right? So now they get a personalized video from you with the landing page with the schedule a call link. So everybody who signs up as a lead can start getting one of those. And it's just a way for you to stand out. We're already starting to see some higher conversions with that as well. So that's like a tool like HeyGen that we're using. A good question, Rebecca.
I love that tool. That looks a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. But I'm wondering, is it difficult to integrate into these, hosted websites, third-party hosted websites?
Yes and no. Here's what I'll say is difficult about it. And again, this is the gap that we're trying to fill that you guys will probably see too is you see the tool, it looks cool, but how the hell do you actually implement it into your business? And even if you figure that out, then how do I go into the tool? What parts of it do I use? Because like in our training, I'm like, all right, you see this 90% of the page, don't even worry about that. Don't look at it. It's going to confuse you. You need about 10% in these buttons. So a lot of these tools, the tricky part is how do you actually integrate that into your real estate business and make money? Because I'm not in the business of just having fun with this, because that's what a lot of people get into. And then you're up till 5 a.m. and you have this crappy AI image that you made and you wake up the next day and like, why did I just spend 7 hours on this? Right. So like, what are the linchpin ones that can make a huge deal in your business? So there is a learning curve. So yeah, that is a good question. There's a learning curve on that.
Yeah, I remember coaching with you, Nick, and one of the things that I really liked was how you just made me do things, things that I barely wanted to do myself. You were like, it's done, we're moving forward, and that's it. Right. So it wasn't like you have 112 choices, pick one. It was kind of like, here's what we're going to go with. And it was just move into action. And all of a sudden you have a podcast, you have a streaming channel, and it all connects, and you do one thing and 4 different things come from it. So, I have to say, Nick, so if your AI training was anything like your content training in the past, we need to know more about it.
I appreciate that, Vincent. And I'm glad that you do remember. I love seeing your videos too now, by the way. I love seeing like you're on video all the time now, which is awesome.
You started that.
Yeah. When I like Rebecca, remember to too. Good, better, best. Good is the best. Right? Somebody's trying to go for best, better, better, better. You just got to go for good and keep moving.
Awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about AI certified agent?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, my brother and I, when we really looked at what was happening in the world, we at the time we had a content house in Orlando, Florida. We were down there. We had agents from all over the country fly in to shoot content with us. We had a 7-bedroom house. We lived in 3 of the rooms with a full-time cameraman. Agents would fly from all over the country to shoot content with us there. And then they would use our copywriting team, our graphics team, our video editing team. And then AI came into the fold. And we looked at each other and said, holy shit, we're going to be put out of business if we don't make an adjustment. So we went from a team of 20 now down to about a team of 2. So I run my entire company with 2 VA who are skilled in AI now to run everything. And what we did is we saw Harvard creating AI certified engineers. We saw AI certified doctors on this most prestigious place start getting created. So we made the decision to help real estate agents make the transition into an AI-powered business in the most simple and effective way possible. So what we did is we created the world's first AI-certified agent, where agents spend a week with us or spend a video course week with us to learn how to use AI in your business, where you leave with a fully trained chat GPT for your business that you can use for the rest of your career that will get implemented into all these tools for later. And we didn't just do that. We're the only place in the world you can learn how to use the AI listing advantage, where you can instantly differentiate yourself from every other agent and say, oh yeah, every agent that's going to walk through this door is a traditional agent. They'll probably tell you how to do this, this, and this. Here's what I do differently as an AI certified agent, right? So we teach you guys not only how to use AI in your business, but how to differentiate yourself from everybody else using AI. I kind of call it like the B rabbit of the listing presentation. If anybody here has seen 8 Mile, where he says, here's all the things that they're probably going to tell you first, right? You've heard that. Yeah, of course, they're going to tell you that. Every agent should do that. Here's what I do differently using AI. So you instantly make every other agent seem not as great. So yeah, we teach you how to use AI. We help you differentiate it. And then you end with a one-on-one with me to show you exactly how you should implement it into your business. If you guys want to learn more about that or just schedule a call with me, you guys can use that. Let me get a clickable link. There's a place where you guys can schedule a call with me right on this page. Go ahead and check it out. You can schedule a call with me and we'll see if we're a good fit for you guys.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Misty. Yes, I need to get my nickkrem.com. I haven't spent enough time on there. I need to get that updated. Thank you for that. Go ahead and sign up for the course. Yeah, Eli, that's a good question. Yeah.
Are you keeping those courses up to date, Nick? I mean, there's so many, things that are changing, and I don't want to get certified on something that's a year old,
I love it, Vincent. Yes, great question. So like what this also comes with, I forgot says, you get lifetime access to a private mastermind once a month. So once a month, you also get to come on with me and I go over updates. I go over new things. We talk about what's winning. And as a bonus, so we have AI Certified Agent 2.0 this year because last year was 1.0. Next year will be 3.0. As an alumni, you get 90% off and get to go the entire week with us again, year after year. So you get a 90% off alumni discount if you become certified. So that way, every year you could come back and keep learning more and more, or you can just attend the monthly masterminds, depending on which one you like.
Very good. Anything else for Nick?
But for me, yeah, go ahead.
Nick, you doing any live events?
Great question. For this year, no. I didn't raise my hand. I guess I did. Oh, my bad. This year, no, we are not doing any in-person events. We committed to doing everything virtual. Next year, we'll have our decision on whether we want to do in-person events.
Yeah, that was my next question. Are you going to be at EXPCon?
We're doing no in-person events for the year. That was a commitment for many reasons that we decided to make. We're doing everything virtual here this year. And then we'll see if we're going to be starting to attend next year again.
Good stuff.
Okay, so if we don't have any other questions for Nick, we're going to wrap this up. let you guys get 10 minutes back. We want to thank you, Nick, so much for sharing all that you share with us. Rebecca, you
I
want to
to jump
add?
in here too. Like there's so many times, Nick, and I want to tell you, where we go into the end of these, a few minutes late. But you put so many of us in action mode. I'm looking at everybody like going through and putting and like going through and testing and looking up and stuff like that. Everybody's trying to implement everything that you said. We need these 10 minutes, man. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Just like you never cease to amaze me. Like again, what's so simple for you, for us is mind blowing. And the fact that you're committed to the process of helping agents. I've seen you do it year after year after year after year. Like you've never swayed on that. So good stuff. I'm on your calendar, man. I'm getting on there to see what we can do together.
I
Really
know.
appreciate
I
that.
echo that as well because you have been so consistent and innovating. So you continue along this path. Once you got started with the AI certified agent, and you have just kept making it better and better and better, and you're just super focused on just this one thing, which is huge and has so much potential for so many agents and people even outside of our industry. It's just revolutionizing how we do everything. And so I think it's important for all of us to be on it and to learn how to use it better and to learn all the different things that we can do with it and keep growing and expanding from there. We can't do it all by ourselves. And sometimes it's overwhelming. Like I look at all the different brands that I'm juggling and I've created different chat GPTs for those different brands so that it understands the mission and the vision and everything that I want to accomplish with those brands. So it helps me compartmentalize and have an assistant that is focused on that one brand. So thank you for all that you do, all these contributions. And I want to, and I'm going to miss you at EXPCon because you've been there all the prior years. And so that's going to be a huge void for us. But I am excited to be attending EXPCon. Gil, Vince, you guys going to be there?
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm excited also. We have 4 classes that we're leading in Español, completely en Español para nuestra gente latina. And 2 of those classes will be AI as well. And so a lot of great stuff with EXPCon, over 100 different breakouts, and the general sessions are going to be amazing. You don't want to miss out. In the chat, who's going? Who's going? Who can I expect to see there? You should all be there. To get information, you can go to expcon.exprealty.com. Get in. It's in about 2.5 weeks, I believe. And my collier's going to be there for show. And so it's going to be an amazing way to stay ahead of the times, to get certified in a lot of different things that EXP is offering, revenue certification left and right. And I don't know. I'm excited. Anything else you want to add, Gil and Vince?
No, I listen. I just want to get to work. I think Nick, you crushed it as usual. I'm already playing with my ChatGPT right now. So you inspire me to move the needle. So which will also inspire others, and you are like a river, water falling into everybody. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey guys, be well.
Can I leave? I want to leave people with one thing here, Gail. Leave people with one thing really quick. So you guys just wrapped it up here. Again, if you guys want me to come on and train your team, I'm definitely open to that. But I just want to tell you guys, will be literally trillions of dollars exchanging hands because of AI. And I believe people in the real estate industry can get a piece of it. I'm only offering this because you guys are part of the Global Alliance for me to come on and train your team. And just as a marketing angle, because I love marketing angles, how would you like to be the first team training your agents using AI? The first team in New York to train their agents using AI. Attend this mastermind and we'll show you how. I love marketing angles and being the first to something. We always say, in order to be an attractor, you got to have something that is attractive. The first team in the area training you how to use AI could be something really attractive for you guys.
Take you and me on the phone later, for sure.
Appreciate you guys. And again, just because I love the Global Alliance, I'll come on here. I'll come on with you guys as well. Appreciate you guys.
The Global Alliance loves you. Have a great week, everyone. Adios.